Hey guys, AirsoftAL here. It's been a hot minute since I've made a video. I know it's been a hot minute since I've made a video, believe me. But there's a reason for that. I've been kind of busy with a lot of farm work lately. We're doing some land clearing, that sort of thing. It's just how it is. Now, the reason I'm making this video and the reason you see the title of it is because I'll be going to Sector 9 on the 11th of November to go basically have a little bit of fun, sling some plastic, blow off some steam, that sort of thing. The big thing, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that I'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff, and doing, of course, testing out some new gear and things, also getting some footage for two guns that are actually in my collection now that I'm able to, that I recently just got in, which I will be talking about, being able to do reviews for those, which is actually going to be a lot of help, honestly. Or three if I'm lucky, because a friend of mine was working on my 416, the WeTech 416. It should be coming in. I should be able to get it that day. I'll be able to do some footage with it, and be able to do all that good stuff with it. But that's not what we're talking about. No, ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about is the gear I'll be rocking and the guns I'll be rocking at Sector 9 in my casual Woodland loadout. Now, I say casual Woodland loadout because these are things I'd probably be wearing on a casual day. The first bit of the kit, of course, will be a button-up shirt. I'll probably either be doing a brown button-up shirt, I'll be doing a green button-up shirt. I haven't really decided yet. Probably do brown, because honestly, that looks good with M81 Woodland bottoms, and yes, that's what I'm going to be rocking there. I'm going to be rocking some M81 Woodland bottoms, because the cargo pants I do usually rock with it starting to kind of show some wear and tear, and I may have to buy new cargo pants. But in terms of everything else, well, here's what I'll be rocking for the chest rig. The chest rig, as you can see, is an Emporium chest rig. It is more or less meant for AK magazines, but I've been able to actually fit a lot more of that in here. There's some safety glasses trying to slide down, which I need to do for a review. But either way, though, the Emporium chest rig is actually really nice, very good, very comfy, actually. I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. It's a little weird. I think one of the straps is not exactly tight as I'd like it to be, so I'm going to have to kind of tighten it up just a little tiny bit. Probably, again, it's one of those things, I've never used one of these before, so I'm not exactly used to it. But it does fit standard M4 magazines actually pretty well. I got 2, 4, 6, 8 here, but I was able to fit 3 more in this pouch, which these pouches are actually something that's actually kind of cool. We're going to get to those in a moment. Now, the big thing, though, is that this has some really nice features, including this little bit right here, which has a nice little utility pouch that I can just fit all up in there. So I can do extra things, all that good jazz. It's a pain to get the snaps back on there, but yeah. The other thing is that it does have a belt system. So it has some straps at the bottom, so I can attach it to the belt. That way it's not just, free flying all over the place. But again, it's one of those things of, I'm still not used to it. I've never used one of these before, so yeah, it's just one of those fun things. It has these nice little straps here for God knows what, so yeah. Again, we'll be talking about these pouches here and here because aside from fitting 3 more AR mags, they do fit something else pretty nicely in there. We'll talk about that in a bit. But in terms of a sidearm I'll be rocking, as well as the holster I'll be using, this is where things get a little fun for me because I just got this in and I'm probably going to use it. Now, the holster in question is actually a one Tigris universal holster, or Tigris, however you want to go with, and it's actually kind of interesting. It's brand new, never been used, so I'll probably be using this. I actually have a Molly system that I can throw this on for a leg holster, so I will probably be using that in a leg holster. For this with a leg holster, I've got to adjust it, but the gun inside that I will be using, of course, is the Army Armaments take on the Terran Tactical High Kappa or 2011. It has a built-in compensator. It's very nice, very lovely, just all sorts of goodiness, and that's just a lovely trigger pull, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so just That's what we'll be using as a sidearm. We'll be getting some footage with this, and we'll definitely be doing a review on it in the near future. But yeah, just gotta adjust this to fit this, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it, I'm not gonna lie. But for every sidearm, there has to be a main arm, the primary arm that I'll be using at Sector 9, and that is what I think a lot of you are going to be a little bit shocked by, but understandable considering what I usually do and what I usually try to review on the channel. The main primary I'll be rocking is, of course, the Colt M4 CQB Block 2 with a suppressor, tough rail, a carry handle instead of the rear sight, because carry handle, gang, Weaver rail with a Evike brand illuminated ACOG, which, again, I'm definitely a little bit happy about. The other thing about it is that I do have a splatterball sling attachment on here, which actually does work out pretty well. This is SEMA, I think, or just Cybergun's answer to kind of the other economy guns that are out there, but this is basically their take on an economy gun that can still be upgraded fully, because this is essentially just a all-polymer V2 setup, or a standard just M4 setup that can be taken apart, can be upgraded, all that good jazz. I may mess around with this thing because the front end is a little loose, but you know, it just depends how things go. But this is my setup. This is kind of what I have it go for. But coming back around to those pouches again on the Emporium chest rig here, they're long enough and they're big enough to fit 40mm grenades. Primarily, if you set the grenades on their sides, you can fit 4 of them in each pouch. Or if you set them nose down, you can fit 3 of them in the pouches. The reason I say this is because of what I have, or what I'm going to have attached to the bottom rail here. That being an ICS M203 grenade launcher. Now, this would have the long barrel option that it actually came with, but I decided to opt for the Matrix mid-length barrel option here, which actually does mate very well to it, actually does work very well with it. This will basically be my Grenader, or Grenadier setup, or basically my Call of Duty setup, as one of my friends have called it. And, yeah, that's exactly what it is, essentially. This is a Call of Duty setup. Now, why is the question? And simply put, it's because I have shower shells now to use, or essentially the airsoft version of the shotgun shells for 40mm grenade launchers. Again, going back to that pouch, the shells I have in question, of course, are 6 working ones out of the 13 that actually got sent to me, but I do have 2 of the working ones, which if I can fish one out, I might get the long one out, because Long Boy might be preventing. Anyway, I've got a Mad Bull XM204 HP King grenade, which is basically just a Long Boy grenade that I will be, more or less just, you know, that's one of the grenades I have. The others, I don't know if they're Mad Pull, which Tony basically told me these were actually last gen type grenades in terms of Xbox type stuff, like console stuff. This is like last gen stuff, like PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 type deal. This is another grenade. I do not know what brand this one is because it's nondescript. There is no... No, wait, hold on. Hold on. I've got something on here. I've got an Eagle Force shower grenade here. It's very nice. And then finally, the last one, which I do not have any sort of identifying marks on whatsoever. Not one of those. If you can identify these grenades, I'll be happy. This is basically the 3 I have that work. This one's one that actually gave me a little bit of issues because I had to lube the hell out of the actual thing so it could actually reset properly. That sort of thing. I will be looking into getting more shower grenades in the future from Lancer Tactical on Amazon, because Amazon actually has those, as well as, of course, other grenade brands on Amazon that are legitimately pretty good. But, yeah, no, that's essentially what I'm going to be using with the M203 here, which, again, essentially I'll be using it like a large underbarrel shotgun. Why? Because why the hell not, is the question. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be using this primarily for. Unless, of course, the owner doesn't want me to, then, you know, I'll probably just be throwing an angled foregrip on here and just run it as is. Now, for boots, headgear, eye protection, you know, hand protection, all that good stuff aside, The helmet I'll be rocking, of course, will be the Emerson Gear 8 Mitch 2000 or 2002 helmet, which I probably will be running with the chin strap a little bit loosened, because good lord, this thing actually is a little bit, not too difficult to communicate in, but definitely, you know, a little bit hindrance on the communication front on there, just teeny tiny bit. The eye protection is, of course, the Mechanics X-Force, I believe, safety glasses, which have actually worked pretty well. They're anti-fog. They legitimately do not fog up. They're pretty comfortable to actually wear and are very stylish if in the darker tints. These things have actually taken a beating. These things have continued to work really well for me. They're pretty easy to clean, and like I said, they do not fog whatsoever. I've used these on the farm. I've used these in the hottest months of summer. They do not fog. They do not damage. They are legitimately built like a tank. The gloves I'll be rocking are the G&G Armaments collaboration with Mechanics Impact gloves, and the boots I'll be rocking are the, well, Interceptors. These are Interceptor brand boots from Walmart. They work. They're steel toe. These things have not torn up on me. These things have not been bad for me. They legitimately work. That's all I could ask of them to do, is work. In terms of the miscellaneous stuff, now in terms of miscellaneous stuff, i.e. cameras and things, I'll be running, of course, the Runcam 2, the original Runcam Run 2. For the selfie camera and possible POV camera or a loner camera, I will, of course, be bringing the DVR Mini F9 or DVR4, basically this camera right here that I've got the box for, because I probably will never get rid of this box, so because, you know, one of those things. And the GoPro Hero 5 Session, that has so far not given me any issues as of late, but the moment it gives me more issues, I'm probably replacing, like, a bad habit, just like that, because I'm to that point where if this thing's going to give me more issues, I'm just going to replace the damn thing and be done with it. That's just how I am. Just saying. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I've been your host, AirsoftAL. If you want to help out the channel or help out with future content, consider donating to the PayPal or Cash App down below. Or if you want some awesome stuff with, of course, helping us get some kickback, there's some affiliate links down below that you guys can check out that essentially helps out the channel through all the stuff you acquire through those links. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and I shall see all you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time, later.